Hi, my name is Mark LaBarr. I'm a conservation biologist with Audubon Vermont, and welcome to another edition of My Backyard, the Green Mountain Audubon Center. Now, not only is it my backyard, it's also the office that I come to every day. We're here at the Nature Center office, the Audubon Center office, where lots of things happen, a lot of our educational programs, and it's the place that I work. And on my daily jaunts around the trails that are around the office, we get a chance to see a whole bunch of birds, especially those that are just now coming back. It's early May. It's been a little colder than most years, but we're starting to see the migrants slowly fill in. And we'll take a look at one of the unique habitats we have here at the center. So here at the office, we've got basically it's an old farm. And many of the farm fields have grown up into trees and forest, but a lot of them we maintain for what we call early successional habitat, young forest, shrubland. It's that scrubby stuff, and birds really like it. One of the areas that we have here is slowly we allow it to come in with blackberries and low shrubs, things that song sparrows and the like enjoy. We'll move on a little bit to an area that we let grow up a little bit further. And by having these multiple different stages of succession, we get a whole slew of different birds that will take advantage not only during the breeding season, but also during migration. So here at the center, in order to maintain all these different stages of growth, we do a lot of activity. We brush hog some of our fields, and behind us you can see an area that we actually came in a number of years ago and did a tree harvest of mostly pine that was here that had been planted about 40 years ago. This is now turned into a lot of young forest as the saplings come up. There's a lot of raspberry, and this is home to things like mourning warblers, which have moved in since we've made the cut. So this has been a great opportunity for us to expand on this area of early successional habitat that we already had in place from the old farm fields. So as far as our management, we look again to give those different levels for the birds to use. We do brush hogging in some areas. We've done some tree harvesting in others. And this old field we manage for this kind of young forest type habitat, lots of saplings. When we go out here and we manage for this, we tend to remove some of the larger trees. We leave trees like hawthorns behind, which are great berry producing trees for the birds. And this young forest habitat is really important, not only for the birds that breed here during the summer, but also in the fall. A lot of the forest birds, things like wood thrushes, hermit thrushes, tanagers, may come in and use this young forest. The dense nature of all of the stems and saplings and the abundant food supply is a great place for young birds to come in, stay protected, and get a lot of food for their flight south. So it's really important for us to maintain this early successional habitat. One bird that's singing in the background is a favorite of mine because every time you walk into this habitat, he greets you. And that is the chestnut-sided warbler. His song is "Please, please, please to meet ya." Another bird that we're hearing in the background, which is a migrant, a bird that's passing through, is the white-throated sparrow. And you can hear that, and some people say it's "Oh, Canada, Canada, Canada," because they tend to nest further north, or "Poor Will, Peabody, Peabody, Peabody." But there's a big push of white-throated sparrows that are now moving through. They're going to use the Nature Center, and then they're going to move on further north or higher up in elevation in order to breed. So come on out and enjoy the Green Mountain Audubon Nature Center. It's an exciting time. Just on this simple walk that we had today, we saw hermit thrushes, we heard chestnut-sided warblers, there's been a house wren that's been singing, using the boxes up here on the hill that are kind of more tucked in and not favorable to bluebirds. But it's a great place to come, get outside, bring your kids, and see all the birds that are coming back in this very fun birding time here in Vermont.